year. Stanford Robinson is somebody that we'd paid attention to in the past. And shortly after we hired Kenny, it became a priority because I think we became a place that he saw himself. We always saw some Victor in him, but then it became different. And I say Victor in the sense of the character, some charisma, a happy person, trying to make other people better. You know, those things really, really matter before you ever get to the basketball. You got to have a certain amount of talent, or we really can't be even in the consideration stage. But once that talent is there and you see all those other intangibles and qualifications that really separate people, Stan has that. And this summer he was fantastic in the sense of the way he played with both hands, his ability to go end-to-end, rim to rim. His three-point shooting continues to improve. He did a great job at Paul VI, and now he's doing a very good job at Finley, inside of some of the best competition that you're going to face in the country, and with big games coming up. Passing the ball well, very, very hungry to be a great player, and very introspective, always wanting to improve. So we're excited about the upside of him and his ability to have that versatility on both ends and to play end-to-end and play in a fast-paced game is going to really lead to him when he gets here. As far as Troy Williams, that was when we found out that we had an opportunity to recruit him, when his recruiting changed at the late spring, early summer, and it became apparent that there was a small window to get in, Kenny did a fantastic job. Our entire staff did a great job of really pinpointing, okay, these are the guys that would really fit us. What if we had a chance to recruit him? And that window kept getting bigger, and we just kept staying after it. And it just became, there was a guy that we were already a fan of. And once we had the opportunity to recruit him and see how he would fit, we couldn't have drawn it up much better. He is a cross, we've said this multiple times, he's a cross between Will and Victor. And I'm using comparisons just, you know, for not just for your sake, but for our fans' sake, to try to get a feel for where these guys are at. So when you combine the height, when you combine the athleticism, when you combine just the incredible leaping ability, the explosion, the ability to run end to end, and I think we're going to be great for Troy because we're going to help him get much better in the half court. We're going to help him get much better in the ball screens, become a more confident shooter. But what he brings to this table when it comes to energy, edge, up and down the floor, ability to offensive rebound at his size, those are crucial things. I mean, if we're to be a great basketball team, and we're harping on it daily in here, you've got to have great wing rebounding, guard rebounding. Guard rebounds on the defensive end lead to baskets. Offensive rebounding for your wings give you a real edge, and we think Troy will bring that. He has another guy that's had really good success in high school, then wanted to go challenge himself against the best in the country at one of the best places you could possibly go. So again, whether it be his uncle Boo Williams, his aunt Terry Williams-Fournet, who coaches at Auburn, or his grandmother, his mother, or now Steve Smith, he has been well coached, and he's going to be well prepared coming in here, and it's exciting to see him. He's a stat sheet stuffer without really understanding just yet how to do all that. And it's his ability to read defenses, and like I said, playing that half court improve, he'll be tremendous. Noah is someone that's a dream recruit in this sense. To have somebody that is that humble, that is that grounded, and that talented at that young of an age, have the opportunity not only to recruit them but to sign them, you can't expect that. You can't go into a recruiting class or go into a recruiting time period and think that you're going to be able to get somebody like that. And the stars were aligned for us. Again, the staff did a great job. Kenny spearheaded that. Staff did a fantastic job of getting to know him good. We really identified that, okay, if we can recruit him and it's for a year later, hey, that's fine, because that's exactly the kind of player you want to have in the program, because the upside is just enormous. And we saw that through the summer. As talented and skilled as he is, the upside it's hard to imagine it. And he's got incredible length. I think he's 6'8" with a 7'4.5" wingspan. And again, it just fits what we're trying to do with that length and versatility in our program right now, to have a guy like that. He's incredibly unselfish, and we just saw this a week ago. I mean, they can give him the ball at the top of the key in a 1-4, 1-2-2 type situation, and he just delivers the ball. He's like Cody in the sense that he doesn't look for his offense enough, and nearly enough. And he's another one of those young guys that we've got here that I think's untapped in the sense they have no idea how good they can be. And it's our job, with their teammates' job, to pull that out of them. But Noah, again, the humbleness, the desire to get better, the desire to learn. When you use the term sponge, I mean, I've learned not to use that lightly, you know, to want to see somebody as a sponge for learning. We don't use it lightly with him. He's a sponge. I mean, he has high goals. He's very confident, yet there's not an entitlement, there's not an enablement, he's not wired to think it's supposed to happen overnight. He knows it's a process, and we're fortunate to have him.